Alright guys, welcome back. I have enough clips to do quite a few videos this week. So this one is one that I'm sure a lot of you are gonna hate because we've all had to deal with it. I'm gonna let the clip speak for itself because, well, take a look. So I figure at this point the invasion's over and I'm trying to get a tag on him. But, as it turns out, he's just gonna sit there and try and fog walk cheese me. So at this point I figure I might as well go deal with the two blues that are inbound. And, yeah. So, he sends the two blues home to try and deny me any kind of satisfaction. And, well, there's not really much to say, because all he does is run back and forth. And pretty much what everybody has said, be it Reddit or other videos, it's no new ground really, but what I'm trying to do here is pretty much just taunt him out of the fog wall. I can see his, like, when he gets close to the fog wall, you'll be able to see his hat poke through. And, yeah. So, with the applause not working, I try and point down because, that is the most frustrating of all gestures. And, yeah. Still not budging. So yeah, his strategy here is just to throw pyromancies at me just to try and bait me in. So I clap again to show him that, well, he's a fucking idiot. So now he decides he wants to fight, and, well, he runs back into the wall again. So here I try for the R1 spam, and he gets me with a backstab. Not for much damage, thankfully, but, yeah. So I decide to go back to the Moonlight Greatsword because, basically, the Moonlight Greatsword, when you two-hand it, it actually comes with a, built-in backstab, failsafe, if you will. Because the character will swing back, and, I have saved myself from numerous backstabs with that. And that pretty much ends the clip. Yeah, I point down just to bring it home. Alright, so this next clip is in the same, like, play session. I was trying to match up with Saint during one of his streams, and, yeah. I actually really dig invading in the catacombs. This particular character, I initially wanted him to be exclusive to Crucifixion Woods and the Cathedral of the Deep, but this invading in the catacombs has really grown on me, and you'll see in one of these clips just why. Now, that was a fairly short invasion, but I do love tagging people with the Moonlight Vortex weapon art. Hard to hit, but goddamn is it effective. Alright, so this clip I mostly saved because I was curious about the level of the Phantom that I ended up killing. So usually when I start at this point in the catacombs, I immediately run to the bridge and tag it so it gets knocked down. That way they only have one way to escape, and 9 times out of 10, they won't have the silver cat ring on, so they'll take a little bit of fall damage. And any fall damage helps. Now, I'm not sure I've talked about this build yet, but basically this is almost a poise wizard build. The only spell I really use is Soul Greatsword, because it actually offers quite a bit of range. I see the blue come in, and I figure I need to end this immediately. So this Phantom, obviously he's password summoned, and using the Frayed Blade and the Ring Knight Spear. So I don't want to mess with any of what's going on here, especially since the host has an ultra weapon. So I just kind of sit here and force them to use their projectiles. But I noticed that the Phantom isn't necessarily trying to fight, so I go in, guns blazing, and I take out the Phantom. So I got 11, almost 12,000 souls from that. That means that Phantom was level 199. But in all the confusion because of the Karthus warrior, we just end up melting the host. Alright, so this is probably my favorite invasion of this session, and it is one of the few invasions that I did get paired up with Saint Riot during this particular session. Basically, I had come into this particular invasion with a grudge against Goof because he had killed me with a backstab last time. So I spend most of this fight just gunning for him, which honestly I think was a mistake on my part, because I should have been more focused on trying to take out the host like I would in any normal invasion, but and right there is what I was talking about with the built-in backstab defense that the Moonlight Greatsword has. If I had been just a little bit earlier, I'm positive Goof would have gotten that backstab. But this was probably the most fun I had in any of the fights all night. I whiffed the parry there because I think Goof is gonna try and smack me with that Swayhander of his. Now this is where, as I was playing, I thought it was going to end, because they're backing me into a corner. And with the hit stun on the Ultra there, I figured, yeah, it was the end. And especially getting caught on the Deacons there, but as they were hitting the Deacons, it allowed me to escape. So I try and play extra cautious again against Goof, because I know he's gonna try and parry and backstab me. Yeah, my caution works just well enough for the other invader to get here, and it provides me some relief, so that way we can divide their attention. I figure since the other invader has Goof busy, I'm gonna go after Saint's character. But we keep switching targets, so that way it keeps them confused as much as we're confused. So with the second blue one, it's pretty much time to end it. So I go after Saint in the hopes of taking him down, and it works. Yeah, that's pretty much, basically, I think what saved me here, as far as, not getting taken out by the blue. Well, that second blue, not that he or she was really doing anything at that point, was the fact that when they showed up, I got super aggressive, and with that particular build I was up against, Poise is the check to it. So, yeah, pretty much aggression saved me from having to deal with any extra chaos. So yeah, that's pretty much all of them for today, guys. I realized that I said I'd show why I appreciate the invading in the catacombs, but as it turns out, I forgot to include that clip in the process of everything, and I really don't want to go back and fix it. Um, if you guys hear my mic sliding around, that's actually because my dog is jealous of the mic and just about everything that I do. So it's me and him fighting over the position of the mic. And, well, I will see you all next time.